What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything. And hey, I had a whole little silly idea for the opening, and then I botched it because here we are. I have my feet surrounded with toys. I am happy. It is a Sunday evening, getting to talk about toys with all of you guys. So thank you very much for joining this evening. Real quick, let's just say hi to Copper State Bricks. What's going on, Wyatt? How you doing, buddy? And Sean, what's up, Phantom Toyography? How you doing, brother, man? So we have lots of toys to go through. So first of all, that was can I just tell you my dumb dad opening? I was going to do a cold opening, which in like TV production, it's anything that airs prior to the intro. So I was gonna do like a dumb it's October 1st. I don't know. It was gonna be a wake me up when September ends joke. Oh, so stupid. So it's probably for the best. Although now I just bored you with oh my god. Anyway, so it's like I said, wonderful to be here with you guys tonight. So it's actually very interesting. For the first time in the last 4 years, probably 4+ at this point, I got to see a movie on its opening weekend. Actually, that's not true. I guess when I think about like Spider-Man, but outside of like Spidey, I think that was an opening weekend. Across the Spider-Verse. All right, you get what I'm saying. I did see a movie on opening weekend. So I tried. We were trying to get the kids together. It just didn't pan out with our schedules, but I ended up getting my kids to go see Paw Patrol today. So I was in there. I was focused. I even held my pee-pee so I to make sure that I could talk about all of the plot points with my kids. Oh my god, so silly. But yes, we saw Paw Patrol today. We got Emma Kitty in the house. What's going on, my man? I am TJ Williams. Hello. And there's my boy Cody. Too much new toys. How are you? So I saw a movie on opening weekends. They had a blast. It was their first time. We took pictures. It was adorable. So yes, and then we went to had to get errands done, all sorts of nonsense. So I did get this Target stop in. So this, I'm going to show you these off real fast because number one, I have been discussing these the last couple of weeks. So I do have. You know what? Hang on. See, I'm all over the place. I even wrote my notes. Quick reminder: October 22nd, Long Halloween. This is happening. So I have. Before I get to the toys, let's get to this quick little update. So yes, I haven't started reading Long Halloween yet. I literally put that there to remind everybody because I have to read it as well. I read it a long time ago. But again, if you are interested, October 22nd, I wanted to do a little chit chat book club about it. I know, again, speaking of my buddy Dan, the captain, I think he might be joining. I mentioned to Unparalleled Universe that, since Wade and Breakfast Bars was an inspiration for doing it, so maybe we'll get a Wade appearance. It'll be fun. But anyway, so yes, October 22nd, Long Halloween. I'm taking a hard look at my week, like my free time and work time and all that stuff to see, just try to build because I got through September. And successfully, it was a good school year opening and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, now it's just like the tweaks to life schedule to like prioritize certain things. So comic reading is one of them. So I have to build that in. I'm gonna focus on it this week, making sure I give myself that time. But yeah, super pumped about that. And then for the following month, I'm jumping ahead now to November only because we've talked about it. But I definitely want to do the Survivor Series thing. So I just looked up the pay-per-view schedule, and it's November 25th for Survivor Series. I missed the pay-per-view last night, but it turns out it was NXT No Mercy, so I haven't been really keeping up on NXT. And then, where was it? October, I had the list up, is Fastlane. That's the 7th. I think it'd be more fun to do, like a longer, stream along. What do they call this? Watch along. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So that's going to be November 25th. That's going to be a Saturday. It's going to be Thanksgiving weekend. So, I would hope that the majority of us will be chilling at home, and it's a Saturday night, and it should be a lot of fun. So I'll invite a lot of different guests. I got another new toy wrestling. This was one of the pre-orders that came in this week, which I am so excited about because, like the Attitude Era Rock, the first version, was $250 or more on the aftermarket for so long for the Ultimates. So yeah, this is the tracksuit version, if you recall that from our youth. But yeah, I am amped. So it's another Ultimate that I want to get to. And, that's going to be my time, I think, to crack open a lot of these things. Oh, but here we go. I talked about these a couple of weeks ago. Then I showed off these guys also in the last week or two, the Star Wars. Well, I told you, I'm not going to purposely complete these series. Like each one has, those 4. And you can see who's in each one, and then there's the mystery figure. So I have 2 rows of turtles. I still have to find the first one that I bought during ChrisCon weekends. I just cannot find it for the life of me. But we also came home with a lot of toys and a lot of bags, so it's understandable. Like I know they're somewhere. But today, I'm searching in that NECA section, collectible section. And lo and behold, another new mini Funko, Bitty Pops. I keep forgetting they're called Bitty Pops. So Bitty Pops, another section, another line. So there was also Disney princesses from, out of what I've shown you. And look at this today. Infinity War, the Infinity Saga. So here's who's on the back here. These are the different potentials. So I went with the top one, obviously. I could have had all of them. Like, they were all there for the taking. And what do you guys think? Did I make a good choice of row? So I just, I'm a sucker for Thor. Love Cap, love Nick Fury. And then I might get any one of these. But what do you guys think? Did I do a good job? Would you have picked a different row? Let me know. But I figured, hey, we'll crack that open. I had some luck with you guys last time with the chase, right? Not that I guess technically these are rated, like the ones on the side. But let's see. Oh, Wade Creates in the house. Wade, you've been killing it, man. I end up seeing your content like at a time where I can't like comment on it. So I've been meaning to go back because you have been killing it, dude. And I've been trying to at least like it, but like the comments. So just so you know, you've been great. You've been great. Rabbitson in the house. Rabbitson Collectibles in the house. What's going on, brother? Marco, how you doing? And Cody. All right. So I have at least one thumbs up for my selection. So let's see what we got. Let's see our mystery one, and then I'll open up that turtle one too. Why not? Once again, I mean, I've been still lax with my photo taking. That's another big thing I'm trying to work back into my schedule, but a huge reason for me is just that I still am in my disheveled basement state. So I'm getting there, slowly but surely, getting more organized. But like when I have to step over too much, it can hurt my creativity. So there's Captain America looking great. There's little Thor with Mjolnir. Very nice. Here's Nick Fury. And remember, if you happen to be new to the stream, I've gone over this too. The fact that they just pop open, that's so lovely, especially for toy photography. Oops. Nick fell. And here's our little mystery. So my kids, they're so funny. They call this the zipper. I guess it is called the zipper, right? Is that called a zipper? Or perforation? I guess perforated. My kids call it a zipper. Whenever they have to like open up like an LOL box or mini Bram ball. The zipper. That's the zipper right there. All right. And another cat. Another cat. Okay. Which cap is this? He looks cool. Which one is it, though? Captain America. The writing's so small. It's so small. It just says vinyl figure. Civil War. It's just the Civil War one. Okay. So which is the other cap that I have? The Avengers. Okay. So yeah, look, look at the top there. That one says Avengers. I'm sure there's subtle differences. But there's the Civil War. So you can see the logo brand at the top there. So that's neat. All right, so 2 caps. The color's different. Color's different too. Lighter blue on the Avengers. But very sweet. So we're getting there. I'm telling you, I think I have a little wall. I can do a wall of pops now. If I can find that 4th one, then I would be so set. I would be very happy with a 4th. And I didn't want to buy another one because these aren't cheap. It's a little frustrating because they're just tiny little guys. But again, I get it because there's a lot that goes into these too. Like, all right, let's build a wall. Oh. Let's build a wall of toys. Let's do that. All right, so there's my Nick. Oh, it's such a nice little set. It's so nice that they're stackable like that. Sweet. All right, let's do our turtle one. All right, task at hand. What's going on, my man? How you doing? Jukebox Hero. Never gonna not sing that name. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Wake Ray. Dude, seriously. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also uplifting. You know, like you had that one from last week just about enjoying the hobby, and again, just like not putting that pressure on yourself. These are good reminders for each other, you know? So anyway, yes, Wade, I really enjoyed it. And there's my boy Danny, Toyatic17. Danny, we have Comic-Con coming up, my friends. We have Comic-Con coming. Cal the Collector, hello. What's going on, Carlos? Thanks for coming tonight. And Wade, Yimbo's figure collecting minifigs. Yeah, I know. Dude, here I am. I'm never going to break 1/12 scale. And I can't stop buying these damn little tiny pops. I'm not even a pop guy. Like, that's what's so funny. I've never been a pop guy. I literally have 3 or 4. Yeah, I think I have 4. I have the DC Holy Trinity, and then I have a Spider-Man. And that's it. So, all right. I know, but I can't help it. These are so adorable. It's for my toys, but I did say to my wife today, I've officially hit the point where now my toys have too many toys. So I do have to be good. So I'm trying to behave myself now. So there we go. Leo. Mikey. I know the one that I had was with Donatello. And it was Baxter, Stockman, and Shredder. And there's my April. And now let's see who our mysterious 4th figure is. To the zipper. To the zipper. And I got, all right. I think this is the one that Chewy got that ChrisCon weekend too. It's the 8-bit. The 8-bit Mikey. So now if I wanted to, and of course I chucked the box, one of the waves of one of the 4 sets of turtles is this 8-bit one, and Mikey was, and so I could go back and now just buy the set with the other 3 8-bit figures. Damn, they got me. I'm gonna probably do that. But how cool! Seriously, I need to get Vapor set up in front of. I got to get some more shots going. That's just what it is. Again, the creative juices have been flowing, so it's just a matter of now executing. But yes, so these are great. Love that. So let me drop this out for a second. All right, Diggs Figs in the house. What's going on, Ryan? How you doing, brother man? And then, yeah, Rabbit's Den. I know you know all about the Funkos, brother, man. So that's how Funko gets you. Like Pringles once you pop. Dude, it's true. Like, you see it now. I mean, I have. Oh. Shoot. I just dropped a set of them. But yes, they are very adorable and certainly addicting. So, all right, we're all good. Everybody made it. It was my turtle box. So let's see. I'm gonna sandwich. I'm gonna do Mikey's on the outside. Mikey's on the outside. There we go. Okay. Ouch. So Funko Pops, the little Funkos, they're amazing. So that was that. So that was the one Target purchase that I made today. One of two. I told my wife how. And again, I don't think this is going to be, I don't want to even put this in the universe, but I think the writing's on the wall that, like read the different business models, but it's all speculation. I don't work for any of these companies. So like Target was answering our demand for these toys and now overbought. Whereas Walmart never cared about the pegs being full looking or empty. They just didn't care. Okay, I don't know. You know what? I don't even want to get into like conspiracy theories. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous that, like it's been so nice being able to find toys. I did go looking for clearance deals. So I am being guilty of that. And I didn't find any. So I didn't find any. But so Target as a corporation will be happy with me because I didn't wait for this. I saw one new item from this upcoming wave that I had hemmed and hawed and tossed and turned about. It was the McFarlane Batman animated series line. So today I went looking because I saw the Bat Cycle and I bought it. So I bought the Bat Cycle. I'm going to throw this in the second cam so you guys can get a look at it. The funny thing is I was like, you can kind of say I almost didn't because it had like, I don't know, Mark, you can't even see it. A little bit there. It is a little bit of like, oh, it's like a dirty box, but it was the only thing there. So I'm going around, I'm looking for what the figures are. So I go, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get the Bat Cycle. I'm just gonna order it. It's the 20 off of or 25 off of 100. I'm gonna do the whole thing. And then today, in the store, I realized that the app, they're sold out. So at least one of my Targets had them briefly, but I only found the Bat Cycle. I don't need any more Bat Cycles. Like I literally passed on the $15. It was for $15. Even today, I did it again 2 weeks in a row. The Ben Affleck Bat Cycle from the Flash movie. And I talked myself out of that because I have Bat Cycles, but it's Batman the Animated Series. And if I don't get the whole wave, like this is still an exceptional vehicle and it does light up. And it's got this cool, it even, smoke effect, tail light, base, yeah. So it's got this little display to it, but the fact that it lights up. So yeah, I'm amped. I love Batman the Animated Series. It's one of like my cornerstones of like my fandom and childhood, or at least middle school years. And I love it. So I got that. I'm a little bummed now that I can't order those other 4 guys, but I keep trying to tell myself that there's a reason I didn't jump on it right away. And if I do only get this, at least I have like the DC collectible figures. Like I never open them up and I have a bunch of them. So I have like the main cast of characters. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's what I would like to know. Who went in on the Toddy Mac animated series figures? What were your thoughts? What do you think about the comparison between them and the DC collectibles? Like, is this in the same vein anyway? Is that what I'm, like, let me know. Let me know what you guys know. So let's say, hey, what's up, Select Guy? How you doing? By the way, Marvel Select has had a ton of excellent looking reveals. I'm sure you've already been on top of them, but over at Toy Fair, I mean, that new Cap, that Archangel, they're looking good. They're looking good. Let's see. Rabbit said, just saw Toddy showed that at the Toy Fair. Didn't know it was out already. Yeah. So, like I said, at least on my East Coast version of when I log into the Target app, it is saying out of stock. But then they're saying like in stores. But the one I went to 2, both of those did not have any. This is the only thing that I saw. Unworthy Collector, what's going on, man? How you doing? Just doing some Batman talk. I know you love the Batmans. But yeah, dude, this cycle's amazing. I can't wait to open it up. It won't be a tonight open. Sometimes I like to just tell you some new buys and then future stuff that we'll unbox together. But there was that. I'm just going through the new reveals, and then you guys will help me decide which things to unbox. So today, I felt like I kind of struck out with looking for, I was looking for grunts. I've been hearing they were like $13, no grunts anywhere. The things that I was scanning weren't coming up for clearance. So again, it's okay, but it's nice after being a full price guy for the last few years. I do like to high five a little win, but I came home and to an Amazon box. So looky. If you have been interested in these Marvel Knights line, they came in, and I am absolutely down and excited to crack these bad boys open. So this can easily be an unboxing segment for tonight. So let me know if that's something that you want me to get into. Because yeah, I'm definitely amped up for those guys. All right, now we're getting closer. We're getting closer to the big topic that I wanted to cover. But here we go. This is another one we could potentially unbox tonight if you are interested. This was my one. Like, I had to explain to my wife here. I'm gonna let myself soak in here full screen. So it was one of those weeks with toys that that came in that we haven't had in a while. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I was having, there was that stretch of time. Box was coming all the time, yada yada. We don't have to relive all that. But yeah, this week, lots of boxes came in. So she's like, so yeah, a lot of boxes. And I was like, I know you're gonna kill me, because she's already sworn off hearing the word pre-order. But they were. I made one September purchase, and it was this guy, like one official, like, because I did get hit with a Mesco charge where I converted. But like, this was me actually in September hitting, buy now, I'm going to buy this. So that's what I did. But yeah, I'm incredibly excited. I know Task at Hands, my man Brad, is also an ELA teacher. Like, I teach Edgar Allan Poe every October. It's spooky season. So I have not only an affinity for the literature, for the writing, for the cat. Like, it's just what a cool character to come up with. And I have big like ideas for it. Oh, I just like, it's definitely one of those things where I wish I could just dedicate like a day. Like, let me just get this toy photography stuff out of my head. Like, I need a full day. I need a studio. Like, that's what I would love it. But that's how excited I am for this figure. So again, even with the blood stain and the grandfather clock, like, so if you want to see that is there for us. And oh man, the hits just kept coming. This is what I'm talking about. The hits were coming. Finally got my evil Ryu. So you guys know I've talked about the Jada Toys guys. Love the Street Fighter line. All in on them. So very amped for that. And again, this is not going to be all for tonight's show. We'll just get to some of it. And I still have some past stuff too that I want to show you, but I'll get to. But then, yes, here we go. The thing I wanted to kick things off tonight, potentially, I got my other SDCC exclusive. So now I got everybody in. I was my Alf, it was my Evil Ryu, and this pack. Oh, Chuckles! I'm still waiting on Chuckles. So thank you again, Rabbit's Den. But yeah, I got this in this week. I cracked it open right away, and I have not been able to stop playing with this set. So I guess, you know what, this we'll lump all of this in as like the Marvel Legends. This will be the Marvel Legends segment. So here we go. Lots of Legends talk coming up. So renew your vows, Buck Deadpool. My goodness. So here is mine. Now I want to show you some things that I did, because that does not look like the box art exactly. So let's see. First up, I just wanted to go through some changes. All right. So what was bothering me, and it still to this day does, is the red on the wrists. I hate getting into negative stuff, but there's the black on the neck, the black on the ankles. So I wanted black there too, like just for visually kind of connecting it all. Then I was looking up Deadpool comic, like I was, Googling images. I was like straight up like comic Deadpool fighting. And that's how much fun he is, by the way, that I'm trying to think of like action-y poses to get him into. And I realized, looking at the different, panels and whatnot, there are versions of Deadpool that have the red straps like at the gloves with the black everywhere else. So, this particular figure, it is a classic look, but it's still very much taking inspiration from different versions of his costume. So I'm okay now. I've mentally made my peace with the little wrist the rest being red. But changes now. So looking at this box over here, you have this strap. I took it down and put it on this leg. This holster and gun, which he does not have because he came with a ton of stuff, which we'll get to, he and Bob. But he didn't have a holster. He has nowhere to put any of his things except for his swords. So this is what I ended up doing. I took this comic Deadpool. This was the Bazooka Taco Deadpool, for those of you that know what I'm talking about. This has been a great legend. He was a little bit older even when I had picked him up. But again, this is like older Legends bodies. This is a good one. This, I still miss, like, one of those things that we're going to talk about is like butterfly joints. Like, I'm still missing that on certain figures. But at the end of the day, it's still not making or breaking my enjoyment of said figures. Like, this is going to be my favorite. Like, this is by far. Like, I have more fun posing this new guy on the Renew Your Vows buck than this old Deadpool. But that doesn't mean that he was bad. But here's what I did. This was the katana sheath from the new guy. And I swapped it out because the handles are blue. There's a specific reason for that, which I will get to unless you already know. And you can say it in the chat if you know. But yeah, I wanted the black-handled katanas. So I just swapped them out. Plus, these are obviously much longer than that one. So it's just a more like badass Deadpool, basically. Like, these are the swords are like a little comic booky. Boop. But yeah, so I took the holster off of his leg and put it on here. Now, it's just loose. That's the one downside. So when I'm posing him up, like, it's a lot of space. It will stay up. That's what's nice. It will stay up and it will look great in a photo. But there's a lot of gappage. When I compared their thighs, like, you can kind of see it over here. Like, there's a big old quad bump that's not on the Renew Your Vows legs. So there you go. The next thing I want to do is I want to strip this guy of his belt too, because this belt with the holster, I just want to take everything that's cool off of this toy and just give it to this Deadpool. So there you go. And this head did not go with that Wade. Or did it? No, never mind. My bad. It did. It came with that extra head sculpt. My apologies. All right, so let's get into the accessories. And let me check the chat real quick too. Real quick, here we go. All right. So, and McKinney, hold on, here we go. So as I stand him up, let me catch up in chat. So, Matt McKinney, my answer to the first question of the day, I would choose the Renew Your Vows buck because it's tall enough for adult heroes and heroes with simple costumes like Spider-Man and Daredevil. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going to tell you right now, in terms of just pure enjoyment and not worrying about a specific character, I'm just saying in terms of these are all blank bucks, the Renew Your Vows is my favorite overall. Like I said, there's little caveats, little asterisks I got to put there, but yeah, Renew Your Vows is mine too. Could be a Friday release. I'm a big fan of Bat Talk. Oh, I know it. Taz, that Archangel from Marvel Select. Yeah, man. Fallout. Let's see. The Fall Geek Out Collector Spot release every Friday. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I missed. I mean, I saw what was released, and Casey with the red shirt was the only one. And I was like, but I talked myself out. I'm good on Casey's. But yeah, I don't even know what's coming next Friday. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna get it. No, by September, everybody. It is officially October. Yeah, Red Death, baby. Let's see. Yes, and I teach the Raven each year. This was a must for me. Love Poe. Yeah, dude. I knew it. I have ideas for like how to even bring that in and incorporate it into my class, which I probably will. What's going on, my boy Chewy Fella Toy Daddy? And thank you for reminding. Yes, everybody. So again, thank you to everybody who's chatting along and hanging out with me live right now. Thank you so much. And if you're catching the replay, if you're enjoying the show, please hit that like button, hit the bell, all of those fun things. Thank you so much. And Task at Hand, any reason for the TMNT homage? Thought it was random. Yeah, so there we go. On this set. And I could, I have all the Oop, I have all the little pieces to show you, but you know what? They're all laid out for you right here. So nothing special about these. You know, obviously just very goofy. I have the original one, like I just said, with the other like boxing glove official green with the red boxing glove, yada yada yada. Okay. So nunchucks, orange handles, size, red handles, bow staff, purple handle, and then katanas with the blue. I do not know if it was anything other than just a cool little wink nod for us. But yeah, it's a turtle reference, and no idea why. No idea, but it's really neat. Unfortunately, for the gag, which it is, it's a wonderful little like Easter egg. It does detract heavily from the seriousness, because Wade, as much as he's a goofball, like he is a badass mercenary killer, you know. Like, so I don't know, the blue katanas just weren't doing it for me. But yeah, here we go. And then here's the other thing I wanted to highlight on Deadpool. So I've now officially taken one of my Daiso tubs and put all Spidey hands in there. I also put Daredevil hands and Dormammu. But of course, they're like not immediately visible. So I'm not going to dig through that right now, but I can show you over here. So there's a Dormammu hand. That works the best. And the Dormammu color red also worked really well with the anniversary cap. So I still have that cap. I never unboxed them. I was all amped, just pictures never happened. And, you know, like he just, oh, well, I guess there's other caps and I'll just put them away. And wasn't crazy about the holes in the shield. But now I have that awesome Bucky cap, and that's like a comic shield. I have the awesome Ultimate cap with a comic shield. So yeah, I want to open that because not only is that an awesome Captain America comic edition, but then I have his hands that will go with this color plastic. That was my long-winded way of getting there. This red, I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit shinier. This is from the Ultimate cap. That's from the Ultimate cap. So it still kind of plays, but it's got that like glossy shine to it. But yeah, definitely the Daredevil comes the closest, or is matched up perfectly with even like the muted. So Daredevil will work well. But there you go. So that's my little update for Deadpool. Here's the bag of accessories. I will tell you to watch out. Ooh, I have been keeping these safe. I really like that they put that in there because the size and those wacky lightsabers have stayed like, you know, actually straight for me, which is good. There's that purple bow staff. I mean, this is an insane bazooka, but it's nice to have the option. Like I said, I already have the original one too. So, oh, here's all the hands. I was like, oh, here's all of the red hands that I had pulled out from everybody. So, God, Deadpool. Look at, I mean, like that's what did it for me. So I was saying this to Carlos, to Cal the Collector, the other day, yesterday on Instagram. I was telling him, like, man, you know what? Like, as much as I love my Revel Tech, absolutely love that one. Like, that's my favorite comic Deadpool to use because he's just so versatile and so agile. And then, of course, I have my SHF Deadpool, which is the movie one, which I absolutely love because I love the Ryan Reynolds version. But this Deadpool is going to be my go-to because there is something really nice when you are limited on time. Like, that's the whole difference for me when it comes to, like, I know that there's better sculpts and you can get better articulation and all of those things, but I will always go back to Legends because the durability and, like, how quickly you can get an emotion that you want with just hands and maybe one extra head swap, you know? So just, you know, I love all toys. They all have different purposes in my head. But that's my Deadpool for like, this is going to be my go-to for so many jokes. I mean, he's just awesome. The fact that he has so many hands. And then again, I took out every single red Marvel Legends hand. Did I ever show you guys my tub, my tackle box? This is my 2-tray storage box. It is for beads and, you know, crafting. But this is where I put all of, not even all of my Legend stuff, but this is like hands. And like now I put newer things on the top that before I get them sorted. I have bigger accessories down there. But yeah, that's where I keep my stuff. So yeah, Legends are nice. Like, this is a great Deadpool. I freaking love this Deadpool. And this is where I'm going to leave Bob out for a second because I wanted to touch base with you guys. So I've already said it. Renew Your Vows Buck is my favorite overall Buck. It just is. It's just such a fun figure. It's the toe articulation. There we go. And get a Spidey. It's just wonderful. So here was the original Renew Your Vows Spidey. What a great... Remember, like, seriously, do you guys remember how excited we were when they announced toe articulation on this? Like, I was in the car, my wife was driving, and I'm like, I need to pre-order this set immediately. And like the spinneret, like, I need it. So it's an awesome Spider-Man. And now here, if I give just real quick vanilla poses, this is what I wanted to show off because I wanted to. It's very interesting how this body works. This body has been messing with my head. Like, so my brain is breaking. So hang on a second. What I'm trying to say is that I want to commend the Legends team for the exact same body, but on these different characters, how magical, thanks to perspective and paint, how they all look a little bit different. So here's Daredevil. Now, I'm in love with this Daredevil. He is the best Marvel Legends Daredevil that I own. He's the most fun to play with. He's also the one that is my least favorite in terms of look. And now that I have Deadpool and other Spidey options, I think it's the one color. There's nothing else to separate his look, you know? Like, so his body never looked phenomenal. Like, never looked great. Like, posed up, great. But just a straight on standing vanilla, I thought he looked weird. But then that shouldn't make sense because it's the same figure as Spidey. But then when you start looking at Spidey, you're noticing it's like the paint work. It's the web lines. That changes the look of the Buck altogether. And then with Deadpool, in my eyes, especially with the extra straps and accessories, this is by far the best character proportionally and look on the Renew Your Vows Buck. But that's me. What do you guys think? So that was my rationale. And now here's the other big thing. I think this will seal it up. This is what kind of did it for me. Here's the other Spider-Man on the Buck. And really, you start to see with each little decision that they made, how it ultimately affects your a view of the build, you know? There's the Ben Reilly. And I think, oh yeah, no, I got one. Oh, so those are my last two. Okay, so these are my Renew Your Vows boys. There we go. So Renew Your Vows. That's everybody. Okay? You got to even look at their heads. Their heads. This, again, my own brain, my poor brain is breaking because these are all the same bodies. But then, well, obviously, this is not the head that goes on that body. But the head sizes are then different. So I'm assuming you guys have noticed all of this stuff. But still, like when you actually take the time to look at it, So there's Deadpool's proportional head. I think that's way nicer. And you got also it's the head sculpt and the size of the head that really changes the whole like look for it. Here's what finally broke my brain. So the Amazing Fantasy Buck has been my favorite, and I used to think like looking at both of them. Here we go. Renew your vows. Just overwhelmed with all these toys right now. So I thought this was a more appropriate like teenage, college, Peter Parker. This was grown man, and they just looked different to me. And then when I finally actually stood these guys back to back, there really isn't. Is he a little? Oh, I guess he is taller. Son of a gun. So Amazing Fantasy is smaller. I thought I just did this like in my kitchen. That's nuts. All right. So then here's the thing that really blew my mind, because this is what set me off. I thought the Amazing Fantasy was the same size. It's not. All right. It's not. All right. So yeah, I really thought that those were going to end up being the same. I just did this, but no, they are different. So it is a smaller Peter. But there you go. You're welcome for that if you haven't done this yet. And again, I'm not saying I'm pretty sure Plastic Peeps was probably the first person to do that, but look at how crazy good. It's the Spectacular Spider-Man. That's the Ben Reilly, on the latest Ben Reilly on the Amazing Fantasy Book. So the Reds match up perfectly. All right. So many Spideys, so much talking. And now I need to catch up on the chat. So I apologize, everybody. I'm just like sweating through my clothes now. Here we go. Let's see. So, all right. Emma Kinney. So, yes, renew your vows, Buck. So I wish they would use that for a Black Panther. Yeah. I mean, I want this to be the Buck. There shouldn't be any other Bucks to me. Like, we should only get renew your vows, Buck. I get why they'll go bust out and go back to the old molds or whatever, but all toys, Marvel Legends, should be on this. Let's see, Rabbit's Den. For the Fallout Friday, I was talking about the Batman animated could be released that day. Oh, okay. All right, I'll have to keep an eye out for that Friday for sure. Shroomy, the emoting hands are so much fun. Dude, what is it? You have, again, boxes right here. But, yeah, peace sign. And the pointing and the thumbs up. There's a thumbs up too. Here we go. Right. There's a thumbs up. You can't beat it. You just can't. That's it. That's all I needed. But the finger guns, the peace sign, and the thumbs up. I mean, game over. Game changing for Legends. Cal said, I'm waiting on my 2-pack to come in. I gotcha. Can the boxing glove peg into Deadpool's hands? That's a great question. I've never actually. I just recently realized I could like turn it. Ooh, okay. So I've never messed with it, but that's cool. So it does have a little peg there. Let's see. We're trying things out. By the way, for those of you that do get your hands on this set, the little straps. So this is the little one, a wrist strap. The one on the neck. That black line that is a removable part. So you have to be careful when you remove the hands or head, because that would be bad news. Let's see. Boxing glove, does it? Interesting. Oh my goodness. It does? I just don't want to like stretch this. I don't know if it's a bigger peg. No, right? No, that's the same size. Oh, yeah. Shroomy. Shroomy. Boom. Now, it's got this weird little... See how it's not totally, like, flush? But kind of is. Like, you can use that in pictures. I now am going to have Deadpool boxing Muhammad Ali. There we go. You gave me an idea. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. And I do have that other boxing glove, the red one, but I think the problem will be that'll also be a right-handed glove. but I would like that blue one for a Muhammad Ali shot. Heck yeah. All right. Thanks, Rui. What is going on? What is that? Ooh, I'm going to try Zolik Fishing. Did I say that right? I do try to get everybody's name pronounced correctly. You can phonetically correct me in the chat. Wade Create, agree with Deadpool on the renew your vows. Yeah, best so far. All right. I'm glad I'm not. My eyes aren't deceiving me. Although they did apparently before, because I swore up and down that these were the same size. Like, I literally had this whole thing about, but I never stood them up. Now that I'm running this conversation with my wife. Because this is the stuff that we'll talk about as, we're getting mac and cheese ready for the kids' lunch or something. But I'm like, yeah. But I was holding them back to back. I didn't stand them. Very silly of me. But yeah, Amazing Fantasy is the smaller stature. So it does make sense that it would be a younger Peter then. So you know what? I like, as silly as sometimes I think, like, man, I have all of these Spider-Mans. But they all have different purposes for me. Like, if I had ideas, if I had inspiration, at least this is how I justify all of my Spideys. But yeah, that Wade is amazing. Love that Deadpool so much. 1/6 shooter. Nobody wants a smaller Peter. Well done, Trevor. Well done. Hashtag no small Peters. Love it. What's up, J Shot 820? One of my boys, one of my Sentinel brothers from Between Two Sentinels, the Machu Toy. How you doing, John? What's up, Gage? How you doing? And Sally Fisher, do I remember you? I don't. Probably. Very good with faces. Sometimes the names. I have trouble with the names sometimes, but facially, if we've met in face, yeah, I would know you. Shroomy, that peace on hand is going to be used in many Sailor Moon poses, dude. That was the first thing I did. Was like I needed the selfie. We're just like Wade shot. I had to. It's such a good one. So, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm not the only one. Wade is into the Renew Your Vows buck. Anybody else? Thank you again, Shroomy, for that suggestion, for checking into that. I would have never, honestly, I know there's like a person out there with the toy anxiety name, but like I genuinely, when I use that, I have it. I never thought to like pop that off, even though it was spinning around, because I thought I'd like break it. So I'm glad you pushed me to try it, because that makes me very happy to know. Oh, this is one of my former students. Oh, very cool. Okay. All right. So then, yes, I remember all of them. that's just the truth. Okay. What's next, everybody? So that was my big like renew your vows thing. I just wanted to, again, go through and show off again, because just some of the playing, especially with that spectacular Spider-Man. Am I the only one that's just like enamored with this look? I'm in love. I want to take pictures of it, like right now. I want to do fighting, but I also just want to take portraits because he looks so pretty to me. Oh, and this Deadpool. I love this Deadpool. All right. Cal said it's my favorite buck, also my favorite Spider-Man. There you go. But really, don't sleep on the Amazing Spidey. This was the one difference. So if I could combine the two, and obviously I have not modified any of these toys. So this is just coming from a place of, hey, if I could just go into Target and buy this toy, that would be my best case scenario. So regardless of the small stature, I liked the torso look of this one more than the Renew initially. All right, because I think like this is a little higher up. I don't know if it's a gappage issue or whatever, but I liked the cleaner look of the torso on the Amazing Fantasy buck. But obviously articulated toes win. All right, like that is huge. Not having to macho your toes. All right, and just being able to, again, buy it from Hasbro modified. That's major. But now, and this is why Amazing Fantasy was always getting the nod for me, because articulated toes, sweet. I could heat these up and swap them. Obviously, I could take these off, but I do like this figure a lot. Here's the one knock, and I know it's gone over. I know people have gone over it, but there's that notch in the neck peg back there. It doesn't look up great. Actually, these toys, I swear to God, tonight, these toys are messing with me. They're just trying to prove wrong everything that all the points I was planning on making. Because that actually doesn't look as bad now. Did I just forcibly? I may have just forced this peg. Like, this notched hole has never really worked that great. But that actually looks pretty good now. I swear I've never gotten this good range on that Renew Your Vows buck. Ridiculous. Now, that's the Amazing Fantasy. So, neck. I want this neck on this buck. That's it. That's really it, actually, when you come to think of it. Like, if I could just make the perfect figure, even though I like the torso a little bit more on Amazing Fantasy, I really just need that neck. That's it. I need that neck on this figure. And then perfect Legends. That's really it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Shroomy saying we need more outlandish Spider-Man figs like Man Spider or Spider Hulk. Yeah. Do you know I once had I once had the Spider Hulk Toy Biz figure. And it's not like I made a ton of money on it, but I did sell him at one point on this streaming journey of mine. He definitely, bought me a Mezco. I don't know which one, but I did have that Spider Hulk. Part of me wishes he was still around, but I'm sure we'll get another one. That's the whole thing. I'm sure we'll get another one. Ooh, this is fun. So my mom, like over the summer, doing a little like me, my grandpa hang out with the kids. And we went to a bookstore and they had 5-minute Spider-Man stories. And I just saw today at Target, like these books are around, the 5-minute Spider-Man stories. And that's been great because I read the entire book for like, story a night over all of these days. And now I'm going to reset. But yeah, there's a Spider Hulk. There's literally a Spider Hulk story, 5-minute story of the two of them merging. It was awesome. Tass said, think we're getting Black Suit Spidey on the Renew Your Vows at Buck soon. So let's go take a look. So I'm going to go to Hasbro Pulse right now. There are 2 figures that are, now that I've sworn off, or now that September's over, that's what I should be saying. Now that September's over, I'm kind of giving myself a little permission that, to maybe buy some stuff. So here, let me bring up Pulse because I want to know if these are even in stock at the moment. So let's see. All right. So legend-wise, I am looking for the sad. Let's see. I want the Carnage 2-pack. That's the big thing. The Carnage 2-pack. That's what it is. By the way, this is another Spidey. That's one. Oh my god. All right. I got it. That's the other Spidey on the Amazing Fantasy. That's the only one of this whole like run of figures that I didn't get on this buck. And he, of course, is like the cleanest look out of all of them. But even though these are great, I just couldn't justify it for myself. But let's see. Where is... Should I search for Carnage? Is this like not a fun website to search for? Carnage. There we go. Come on. There it is. And it's still in stock. So there we go. So Brad, this is it. That is the Renew Your Vows Black Suit Spidey. So he's got the articulated toes there. Now I still have the, retro Spidey. So is the black suit. So the only thing missing from that one, is it just the articulated toes? Do you guys know? But this is one, and then I was tempted to get that Green Goblin, the Green Goblin set. just for Mary Jane, but I have that other retro carded Green Goblin. So I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Wait, create. More spiders for options. Vulcan Sunfire, renew your vows. As long as Hasbro keeps heading in the right direction, I'm good. Just from a customizing point of view. True. That's a very good point. Yeah. So like love all the options. Almost went for the X-Men 97 figures today because I have a problem. Yeah, Cody. There was $5 off that Storm, the Storm Jet, and I thought about it. But I can't. I can no longer. Even my kids, like when I look at the toys that I've like been comfortable to give them and everything, I'm like, they have enough toys now. Like I'm straight up still. I have Snake Mountain in the sewer playset down here on the floor, taking up space. Not. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, didn't want to cough into you guys. Let's see. Oh, Brad's saying, yeah, I wish he was by himself, but still cool. Agreed. That's the cell shading, as you saw. I'm still torn. Like, I never got that retro Venom. The black suit, I'm tempted. Because then, like, I have a Carnage, but I only have one. It's no. See, this is how they get you. This is how they get you. So, do I need him? I don't know. Do I need the articulated toes? That's, like, the question. Because I think that's all that's different. Oof. Man, I did not do a good job staying hydrated today for all my reminders of drinking my water. Did not do a good job. All right. So, renew your vows talk. While we're on the subject of Spidey, I didn't show these guys off. So, if you have any questions, oh, Bob. Bob. Hydra Bob. Guys, he is on an older buck. However, it's one that does have the butterfly joints. And, you know, it's a traditional ab crunch, but because of the look and the character, like, I'm good. I'm good. Hydra Bob is awesome. Now, would I have taken a Hydra Bob on a Renew Your Vows buck? Yes, I would, for sure, because I still like the Renew Your Vows better. But this is a really great. So he's awesome. He does the job, Hydra Bob. And you know his accessories. He has that little briefcase, and what else? These guns. So, and he's got a couple fists too. But that head sculpt is amazing. Again, a lot of expression, just so sweet and goofy. So Hydra Bob, again, that's a fantastic 2-pack. Considering all the other 2-packs that have been rolling out, and like loving the Hulk, but Banner's kind of stinks, and loving this and not, and, you know, both are awesome. Both are great. So just letting you know. Chewy, no, Yimbo, you probably don't need another Black Suit Spider-Man. It's true. I mean, like, you know, I'm like you guys. I mean, we're all, again, not to speak. I'll just speak for myself. I know I've been very, very, you know, back on my like 52 mentality. So that's a nice way of looking at it. It's back on my new, like, you know, my 52, going back to January, but just really questioning, do I need to bring something into my house? You know? What about Bob? Great movie. That was a really great movie. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, best bang for your buck 2-pack. It was a home run. It's a home run. Fantastic Legends set. Like, freaking love it. There's the Bob briefcase. I mean, again, lightsabers, it's goofy, it's fun, but like usable, functional, and just awesome. So many ideas, both serious and goofy. Love it. So actually, this is, again, sticking with Spidey. I'm trying to thematically, you know, connect all of these different things to show off. So I only hinted, but I don't think I actually showed off Smythe and Peter. So let's just want to show those guys off a little bit too, because I'm not sure. Are they still on Pulse? I will check for you guys. Let's see. Peter Parker. And yes. So there you go. All right, hang on. So add there. Still available. So just so you know, not that I'm trying to make anybody, just showing you that they're there. But here's Smythe. Again, I have to go back and rewatch a lot of the old Spider-Man animated series to kind of get back into remembering like his transformation. He had a whole thing, like to get to this point. But I mean, it's a really nice figure for what he is, Like I just know that he was like Kingpin's right tech guy, kind of. But yeah, let's see. I got those ankles, little tight on the ankles there. There we go. But they are gnarly. Some talons there. A little fin off the side. It's got some gnarly looking Batman gauntlets. Also with like some yucky texture. I mean, it's great. It's great for the figure, but it just creeps me out. And the face, the face. This is right out of the cartoon, which again I need to go back and rewatch. And the awesome mullet. So he, you get the nice crunch. It's back to that, both directions. They know what they're doing for the most part. Like especially for the 2-packs, they are picking and choosing which characters to give the better bucks to. Not that this one is on any fancy new stuff, but like he's pinless. He's a good one. Like I'm happy I have him. He's another one for my Spidey shelf. And when I hopefully start getting ideas for him again, I will use him. But again, he's just like one of those guys that I'm just happy to like own in toy form. Because just like I was talking about with Batman the Animated Series, I mean, like the Spidey series was equally as important to my television viewing and fandom as a kid. But there's Smythe. He did come with 2 other hands, which I could dig out of my tackle box, but I think you guys get it. And same thing with Pete. Like he did come with some extra hands too. I think he came with a thwip hands, but like his skin tone. So here's Pete. So come on, Smythe. These feet. You'd think that these feet would be really easy to stand because of the talons, but it's actually. There we go. That's much better. He was being a little brat. Okay. So Peter Parker, this figure is so awesome. I'm surprised they gave us the Miami Vice look. However, I'm not anti it either. Like he has that striped shirt that I thought would be like the go-to look. I'm sure they'll give us another one. Like, let's be honest, now that they've made him. But this head sculpt is so on point. He's got the ab crunch. I've seen some really good stuff though with people like being able to turn this up and get this posed. It is that softer rubber that you're used to. But he's a really nice looking figure. This is again right out of the TV show. Love that watch. That watch rotates around. I'm glad they added, some nice little paint work and time to it. And I posted a reel last week at some point when these figures came in. But good on you, Hasbro, for making me question which company did a better job recently with toy cameras. This is NECA. This is from Alf. And then this is from Legends. And yes, NECA won the poll that I did on Instagram. And we know why. NECA makes really insanely awesome stuff right there. Like we could see all the detail and the paint work. I mean, this is obviously spectacular. I mean, it's even got a buckle. Look at that on the neck piece. That's great. So yeah, this is clearly like the nicer one. But look at all the paint on this. They did a really nice job. The only other Hasbro camera, the only other toy camera I had was from the other retro Peter Parker, and that was just black with like a little splotch of paint, So look at all that. So they did a great job, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm happy because I have options because now I can do this. If I want to do a picture with him like that, or if I want to get the hand, just have him wall crawling or something, and I can have him doing something, up top like that. It's just nice. It's nice having options. I'm glad after all of this time, I have legitimate cameras to go to. Oh, so nice. And yeah, I need to come up with something because I had Peter wearing my Comic-Con And I'm going soon. New York Comic Con. It's coming up, baby. So I gotta take some Peter Parker going to New York Comic Con pictures. I gotta figure that out. Right? That's gonna be me. That'll be me. That'll be a lot of fun. Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. Let's see. Shroomy saying I need that that civilian Peter. It's so good. And Cal says, if you are a Spider-Man animated series fan, you need all the 2-packs. Dude, I know. The MJ. That MJ is tough. I really do want that MJ. The Green Goblin. I basically have that Goblin. And I've like, according to Machu, he had told me like I have the better Goblin because the retro carded one has like the scaly texture, whereas this 2-pack one didn't. It's just tough. I don't know. I'm trying to look for my Aunt May. Oh, here she is. Yeah, the line is great. Here's Aunt May. She gives me such a hard time standing. I still haven't done any of the J-Shot head swaps yet, but those are really good. You put the Black Widow body. But yeah, she has a hard time standing because her feet always pull together like that. Like, it's just... Come on, tiny little feet, tiny little ankles. Oh, the struggle, the toy photography struggle. Yeah, Aunt May, you're driving me nuts. Okay. Oh, I've fallen and I can't get up. There we go. And there's Pete. Whoop. After all of that, and then I'm blocking. There we go. So yeah, and I have my Doc Ock somewhere. Oh, right here. Dude, there's my Doc Ock. You're right, though. I mean, it's a great line. It's a great line. I love them all. And I do need to catch up on the show. I have to watch it. I have to catch up. All right. Oof. Doc is going flying. Animated series people are going back. All right. Oop. Smite out of the way. There we go. Let's clear this off. Get this pulled down for a second. Ooh, real quick reminder while he's laying here. If you are interested, I posted a Range Viper review. So that is up as well. I did that this week. I'm going to try to focus on, I know I just talked extensively about the Deadpool 2-pack. So if not that, then I might crack open, maybe spend that time on Red Death. Maybe that'll be my one because I feel like there's going to be a lot to like talk about in there. So there's that. I kind of want to crack open. You guys let me know. Let's see. I am down. Let me get this out of here. So I'm down to either go for the Rock, crack open the Rock if you're interested in some wrestling tonight. It was Range Viper, so I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. Hey, Range Viper showed up. And then Big Ben. So I got my Big Ben. He's here. Haven't opened him yet. So there's those two. Like I said, I think I'm going to leave the Red Death. Or we have these guys. I'm going to leave the Red Death for now. I'm going to save the Bat Cycle for a future one. I might save Evil Ryu too. I might make a little video out of him. I'm trying to crank them out a little bit better. Again, if you guys ever have ideas, if you're somebody that's watched a review of mine, whether it's here in the comments or hitting me up on Instagram or commenting on the video, like I do genuinely want, like I'm trying to make stuff that you enjoy. So if there's ever anything that you'd like to see me talk about or try differently or approach or, elaborate more on, hit me up. Let me know. Because I definitely, the whole point is like, I enjoy making this stuff, but it's a mutually reciprocal thing. Like I want you to enjoy watching it. So you get what I'm saying. So, let's see. That Big Ben alternate head sculpt looks awesome. Yeah, the head sculpt. Let's see. So that is absolutely right. If we go back here, yeah, that was a huge reason. I also scooped it up too, because that hit at a point where I was like swore off Joe's, and then I saw that Range Viper, and I'm like, oh, Zombie Brain, and I was like, oh, British dude with a lot of stuff, and then I saw that head sculpt, so I'm like, oh, Joe's are giving us extra heads. Yeah, all right, I'll do it. And then I forgot about it. So I'm happy I have Big Ben. I'm still in that zone where, again, Shipwreck and Rock and Roll, like I'm being very picky and choosy with which ones I'm grabbing. I do still have some pre-orders I'm waiting for. But yeah, so rock Luke Cage, Daredevil, if you're interested, because I'm a little curious too. You know, we were doing a lot of articulation talk. I'm not sure if this is going to hit everybody's, you know, the boxes, check all the boxes. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I could tackle either of those. But while I wait for somebody to chime in, I feel like such a jerk that I'm now just doing this. I've literally had this note since last week. There it is. But for 2 weeks ago, just a reminder, 2 weeks ago, I had on Matty K. He happens to be a guy that works at Super 7, and he joined us that night to talk about the cat lair. So I just wanted to thank, again, Matty K from, who, you know, a man that happens to work at Super 7 for joining us that evening to talk about the Thundercats lair. That was a lot of fun. I do still need to hit up Matty about maybe some other ideas moving forward. You know, like we're trying to do some stuff, the Toy Daddies and I, with the Toy Pick community for Thursday or Wednesdays. So have some ideas. But let's see. So I just want to thank Matty K again for that for 2 weeks ago. Last week, wanted to thank my guests, 88 Figs, Simon Toast, Jay Shaw, Machu Toy for joining. Guys, I had such a blast with that. The video of I know it was a technological thing. It's just such a goofy thing, but that little tech thing it made me laugh. But yeah, so here we go. Friday, October 6th. I'm going to be on Unparalleled Universe on the Friday stream. I am amped. I didn't get to ship my pile of loot. So that's like Chun-Li is in there. But you know what? Like I have, you know, the toy gods smiled down upon me this week. Not for my, you know, again, my wife would not be looking at it the same way, but they smiled down on me because I have these toys now, some new stuff, things that I'm going to bring to the table for Friday's stream. So I'm super pumped. So I think Wade's homework for reading, again, this is so if you are an avid comic book reader, I think he assigns, quote unquote, Grimm. So I have to look that up. I'm going to try to get that done this month too. But yeah, there's that. Let's see. Wade, I guess I wasn't paying attention with the Marvel Knights. Oh, missed the release altogether. They are still up. So Amazon, they were originally scheduled for December. And I got the email. I got, you know, whatever. At some point saw, moved up. And yeah, they were here today. So October 1st, I think it was December 1st. So 2 full months, and they are up on Amazon. Might be a good time to remind you that if you would like to help support the channel, if you could access Amazon going through my Yimbo's storefront. I think I added them to my thing. I won't bother wasting that time now. But yeah, if you go to the link tree, you know, Yimbo's Amazon storefront. I did add those two to the Marvel Legends section. So, but they are up and they are for retail. So, thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Friday's gonna be a lot of fun. What else? Mezco Robin. I had a Mezco charge. This was one of the other jokes of like I didn't hit buy now on this, but it was technically a September toy purchase. But yeah, I converted for Robin. So for Damian Wayne, I love Damian. I love Mezco figures. I do have trepidation about the chest, but everything else about him looks so great. And we don't have a lot of good Robin like options. Yes, McFarlane cranks out Robins. I know that, but you know, it's not Mezco. It's not that. I need a cloth cape. I know Todd's starting to give us more, but what do you guys think? You want to do the Legends? You want to just crack these bad boys open? Because I definitely am all about messing with these two. I'm super down to just rip into them, have us take a look, and then and go from there. So, are we good? Should we do it? Should we do it? All right, we're gonna do it. Let's get that camera back going. Here we go. Spoop. All right. I'm gonna go Luke Cage first. But man, Amazon, it was in a box too. Like it was in a shipping box, and yet it was still beat to hell. Look at that. Ooh, my goodness gracious. So it's a little bit of a bummer because these are back to boxes. You know, like I did throw out all of my MCU, like this style, window packaging. I did throw all of those out. But this is a comic one. I would have preferred to keep it, you know. Yeah. Thanks, Bezos. All right, so I'm going to keep that in. So he does have a Build-A-Figure part. But other than that, light on accessories, 2 hands. So he's got 2 of what we'll refer to as the posing hands. 2 posing hands, and then here he is. So I guess I'll leave. I got to figure something out. I'm telling you, one of these days, everybody, I want to figure out some Build-A-Figure. That's another like idea for the down the road, like a night Build-A-Figure swap fest. Like I think that'd be so much fun. That would be, so that's on my agenda. That's at a future month, future thing. That could be a fun night where we all bring Build-A-Figure parts and we try to figure out who the hell needs something, and we just help each other out. Like that would be the idea. So keep that in mind. All right, Luke Cage, Power Man. So here he is. I mean, we know it. These are Marvel Legends. We know what we're getting, but let's just take a look. So over here, he is pinless, which is gorgeous. I mean, at this point, I do throw up in my throat a little bit if I see pins on a newer release. I'm not going to lie. Like Commander Rogers, right? He was the one that like kind of chat my butt. But yeah, pinless, baby. So there's that. There was some movement too. So, you know, you're only going to get to there for knee articulation. It's not even necessarily the boot. It is just a lot of plastic down there, but still good movement. You're not going to need too much more than that. Double jointed elbows, very puffy shirt. Ooh, hold on. Don't you love it when it's like one of the double joints like locks up? So he feels gummy. He's a gummier one. So just know, because once that happens, you got to be really careful. Once you determine those damn pegs. Yeah, like the shoulder. So here's my issue. Again, it's like I know what I'm dealing with, so I'm used to it now. But you guys, do you do the same thing? Like this plastic, this thing is so much harder. Like you just have to be so careful. Like, because then this peg is so weak in here. Like that's where the gumminess is. All right, so I'm just got to work on that one up. But yeah, there he is. And now, okay. I did not know this was the thing. So this shirt, I just was wondering. I was curious about this. So that, you know, you see the chain moving around. He is just a lower pivot, torso ball. Like that's it. He doesn't have an upper. No, he does not. All right. And there's no upper crunch. I'm not sure how I totally feel about that. You know what? No, I'm not gonna worry about it, because he is Power Man. He punches people in the face, and you don't need a lot of ab crunch to do that. So yeah, he looks great. I needed a Power Man. I'm so happy I could finally team up Danny and Luke. Oh, I'm so pumped. I got to get my Iron Fist out. But yeah, there he is. All right, Power Man. So just the 2 extra hands. Still frustrating that, like, you know, be nice if there's a little bit more. I don't know what effects though that like what else would he need? Other hands, another head sculpts, right? Like that is very stoic, expressionless. Give me other, you know, if he doesn't get other superhero parts, then other head sculpts. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm always going to ask for more head sculpts. And now let's check out Bearded Matt. So fired up. Love me some bearded superheroes. Shocking, I know. There we go. All right, so they did a better job on that box. So here we go. He's got some accessories to him. No Build-A-Figure part. That's so weird. Oh, so Daredevil, this guy. This is the one without the part. So the reason I'm all thrown off here for a second is normally they always make that first one the super accessory character, and then they start the numbering here. They flipped it on me. So I just assumed that because Iron Man was, in the white, that he would be the bonus non-Build-A-Figure guy, but no, it's Matt. Matt has the extra bow staff with blade. Like it's that's what they gave us. And then his batons, which that's literally his character. So don't tell me that that's like extra accessories. Not you guys. I'm just saying. But once again, if he's cool, then how much more could I need? All right. Here is Matthew out of the packaging. There we go. All right. So now his baton can actually be linked together. That's awesome. I think the only other one that I have that can do that is my Mezco Netflix batons. But yeah, so that's great. And then he comes with the staff, as we know. There we go. All right. So now I'm very curious about the articulation because as we saw, there are no butterfly joints on Luke. It does not appear to be the case on Matt. Now, Matt would be more of a character. Yeah, there's nothing there. That's just, no extra movement on that. So that's a little bit of a bummer. It's a really cool design. It's a really cool design. Back to the ab crunch. I feel like this would be another really cool figure on the Renew Your Vows buck. Again, it's Daredevil, so why not? The head looks like you're not going to get to look up too much thanks to the hair back here. And then this doesn't move. So I don't know if you guys have Lady Daredevil, but that Elektra, that is a removable mask piece, which is awesome. But this one, unfortunately, looks like it's on there. Oh, hang on. Okay, so update. It is like I'm not gonna mess with this too much more. So this is it's a part that's added in there, but it looks like it's kind of glued, and I'm not gonna mess with it. So no, I'm not gonna touch that scarf. But there is if you wanted to, I suppose you could remove it, but I'm pretty sure it would look really bad under there. So let's not do that. So I'm going to throw these batons over in here, and then we're going to take a look at his movement. So yeah, so shoulder-wise, again, at least it's pinless. So that's nice. Nice texturing. Some actual battle damage there, which looks cool. That's what that looks like, right? A little bit, or makes part of the design too. All right, so he has the turn here, but he does have the nice, old school. That's what it is now. It's old school. Ab crunch is old school. And then legs, big old chunky knees there. Woof. Yeah, big old chunky knees. So I know that it's got to be a hard thing to design pants like that. That's got to be so hard because that, at least it's black, right? At least it's black. You'll be able to hide this stuff in photos and things like that. But yeah, he does move well. I'm not gonna he actually is moving pretty well for an older buck. But again, you're not gonna get the. I guess you can kind of bring them together a little bit, but they won't stay because no butterflies. But he looks good. He looks awesome. Let's see. Wade's saying would pair really well with Lady Daredevil that just got released. Oh yeah, well that's the thing. I need to go and read those comic books. I'm pretty sure my buddy Dan's been catching up because he, not knowing anything about the characters whatsoever, other than holy crap, bearded Daredevil looks amazing, and holy crap, Electra Daredevil. Like that's all we know about it. So it's another one that I'm definitely, eager to catch up and learn about. I probably should just at the very least start a Wikipedia going back to read that, but then that bums me out because I like experiencing stories for the first time through. And yes, disco vibes from Luke for sure. Oh man, I know. It's cool. These are neat. I am happy I have these. I'm glad I didn't have to wait until December. It's always nice to get toys a little early. But yeah, Matt looks great. I'm gonna screw around with him a little bit more. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I told you I'm trying to keep my shows, to my 10 o'clock. That's like my cutoff. But that's just so I can, make sure I get myself those good sleep hours, which, have been hit or miss. I've been hit or miss. So I should probably do a better job of getting my sleep, especially to start the week off right. But yeah, this week, what do we have? So tomorrow night, just a little reminder that Toy Talk is going to be at 8:30. On Wednesday, it is Between Two Sentinels at 8 o'clock. And I just wanted to double check my notes. Nope. Okay. I forget which day. It's coming up soon, and it might be this Wednesday. But they are going to Matt and John are going to have on Mr. Stevie, and they're part of that barge thing, I think. So that either way, that's coming up soon. But Wednesday, 8 o'clock, Between Two Sentinels, 8:45. Right after that on Wednesday is the Toy Pick Community Top 10 with the Toy Daddies. So Toy Father and No Chewing. This past Wednesday, if you haven't checked it out, we had on 78 points of articulation, the esteemed diorama maker. It was really awesome, like picking his brain. He revealed the new Edo Street, which is incredible. So definitely go check out 78 points of articulation and go watch that. It was really, really fascinating. A lot of eye-opening and enlightening information from that interview. So go check that out. And I'm trying to think if we have anything else lined up that's special. Mr. Stevie's on the 18th, but that's still a couple weeks away. But yeah, so next time around, my future appearances, Wednesday will be Toy Pick Community, 8:45 with the Toy Daddies. And then on Friday, I will be joining Wade, a.k.a. Unparalleled Universe, and that's going to be a blast. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Like I said, I could always keep going. But I'm also trying to just, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. We got to talk about a lot of toys. And now I'm just going to kind of ease my way into the ether and then Monday morning. It's like classic Limbo. Yep. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, as always. Thank you, seriously, for everybody that hung out with me in the chat tonight. I truly, truly appreciate it. And if you spent this time watching this replay, again, you took time out of your life listening to me talk about toys. I genuinely appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much, everybody. Have an awesome rest of your night, and